Hello everyone and welcome to Golden Nova's First Reacts, where I react first to all the things you want to see reacted to first, as long as I'm the first person you come to react to things first. Folks, Terminal World's last theme is finally upon us, and it's X-Sabers, another theme that I surreptitiously chose to play in during the recent Domain Duel Terminal themed episodes. First Constellars, now this. Interesting thing you're trying to tell me here, Konami. Anyway, I love X-Sabers. They're one of the first really good dual terminal archetypes, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they get revamped for the modern era. Let's see what they've got going on this time with X-Saber Parina. Ah, they're not triple X-Sabers. Dang it! Oh, I was hoping. I was jonesing. Level 4 Earth Beast Warrior Tuner monster, 1700 attack, 300 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send to the graveyard. Oh, send this card to the graveyard to special summon 2 X-Saber monsters from your deck, except a copy of this card, but destroy them during the end phase. So this card is a Rescue Rabbit. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for the synchro summon of an X-Saber monster, you can apply one of these effects. You can make a second attack during each battle phase, and it can attack directly. Oh, that's pretty strong. Okay, so off the bat, you send this to the graveyard, you get any 2 other X-Sabers, and you make a regular X-Saber with this. Alternatively, this also gets you the number of monsters you need for Full Troll, so you can bring this back with Full Troll and use it as synchro material to make a very powerful in combat X-Saber synchro monster. Okay, interesting. Let's keep that in mind while we move on to X-Saber Bruno, level 3 Earth Psychic Tuner. Oh, I don't know they wanted us to use emergency teleports so bad. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can banish one other Earth monster from your hand, face up field, or graveyard to special summon this card, so very, very flexible when it comes to its fodder. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a Saber Spell or Trap card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Oh, that's not nothing. Third, once per turn during your opponent's main or battle phase, as a quick effect, you can immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon using only Earth monsters you control, including this card. Oh, but we can synchro summon anything as long as we're using only Earth monsters. Okay, the possibilities of that are endless. So we can e-telly this out. We get the Saber Spell or Trap card. There's of course Saber Hole, which is the inherent summon negation card. Saber Slash is removal, but that's not as it's a nice one of. I think it's okay to have, especially because this can get from the graveyard. Saber Reflection I don't think is that good. This doesn't get us the Gottoms cards, which is unfortunate. Both of those are pretty good. And we might get some new Saber cards coming up here in just a second. Commander Souza Swordmaster. Okay, so what's going on here? This has to be a younger version of Souza, right? Because he doesn't have the cross scar on his face. At least I remember that he has one. I could be misremembering it. There's also the fact that he disappears, kind of. You know, he gets beaten by Gottoms and then he is sent away forever. So this has to be like an older version, unless this is like a reformed one. This card is always treated as an X-Saber card. This is kind of jumping out at me. Requires 1 tuner plus 1 or more Earth monsters. So just like with Commander Gottoms, it doesn't care. You can just use as many tuners as you want. It's got 2500 attack, 1600 defense, and it's a level 10 Earth Warrior synchro monster. It gains 200 attack for each banished monster. Interesting. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can draw a card. Love that. Works well with the double attacking thing. Once per turn, when an opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, you can attribute an X-Saber monster to destroy a card they control. So it's not negation, it just kind of flings a card at one of their cards, and is in keeping with the other Souza, sacrificing X-Sabers to accomplish things. And fourth, if this card would be destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can banish a Saber card from your graveyard instead, which will then make it stronger, because they are banished, if it's a monster card. This seems pretty solid, just like a level 10 option. Summon it out. Starts out pretty small, but conceivably gets bigger over time. The removal's only once per turn, but the drawing can happen multiple times per turn if it beats stuff. This is fine. This is just fine. Not huge. Just okay. X-Saber Gottoms. Not double X-Saber Gottoms. Regular X-Saber Gottoms. So these have to be prologue cards because we've seen double X-Saber Gottoms. But this is just X-Saber Gottoms. Level 7 Earth Warrior Synchro Monster. Thank goodness. We haven't had a good one of those in X-Sabers since Urukwazas. It's got 2600 attack and 2100 defense. Materials are a tuner and one or more earth monsters. Once again, as many tuners as you want. If this card is synchro summoned, you can add a Saber or Gottoms spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. Ooh. Folks, we're getting back Gottoms Emergency Call to summon out a million X-Sabers. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can discard a random card from their hand. Oh, so it is just better Urukwazas. Because that one... technically, it's not better Urukwazas, because Urukwazas would take, like, if they had 4 or more cards in their hand and it dealt battle damage, 1 card in their hand would be put on top of their deck. It effectively said skip your draw phase, which is honestly a crazy effect. This discards no matter what their hand size is, but that can have graveyard synergy. Still, I'll take it. And lastly, when your X-Saber monster is targeted for an attack while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, then change the attack target to it. That's kind of funny, because it doesn't banish itself. This gets targeted for an attack, you bring it out, you can summon it in any position you want, so it doesn't necessarily have to be an attack position, but it does mean that if they are small enough, you can just summon X-Saber Gottoms and say, I don't think so, buddy. And it's about time we had like a... We have had double X-Saber Gottoms beforehand, obviously, but just regular X-Saber Gottoms. It took us long enough. And then a bunch of reprints, of course. Okay, so... Prologue cards. These have to be prologue cards, for sure. I wonder if this makes up for any missing... We've had the X-Sabers, like, we had 10 of them beforehand, right? Unless I'm missing something. Still pretty good. Kind of wishing there was more meat on these bones, though. We didn't get any new Saber Speller Trap cards or Gottom Speller Trap cards to utilize this with, so we'll have to be content with what we have. Granted, having X-Saber Gottoms does make Gottom's second call better because you immediately have the Synchro Monster required to utilize it, so if you don't care about losing your battle phase, this could probably be like a really good first turn play, actually. I also could be forgetting how Gottom's second call works, but I know it has something to do with needing one of these Synchro Monsters to summon out more material. I honestly think this is the standout one for sure. This one is wild. Searches you that card, can do some hand ripping, as Gottoms is wont to do. And then that sick graveyard effect that's like, it's even better than an attack redirect because you can just like, ha-ha! Gottom shield! I've come to save you, brother! Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Old Souza looking even more like a stanky bastard than he did beforehand. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. I'll take prologue cards. I will take them because they can't really, well, I won't say they can't ruin a story, but it's more difficult for them to do so. It's cool that we have a tuner that we can bring out with a emergency teleport. That's kind of nutty, and it does so much cool stuff, and it's got a quick sync on there, so we can do some other crazy things. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with these, I'm not gonna lie. Now, do I think they're amazing? Not really. I think these are just fine additions. But I'll take fine over not impactful at all. There are some cool extra little things you can do with these. Oh, they look so cool! Oh, it looks so cool! Okay, that's going to be it for me. I don't know what more I can gush about this one. We have a Rescue Rabbit. We have a E-Tele Target that searches us more support cards. We have a new level 10 Synchro that's pretty alright. We have a new level 7 Synchro that's awesome. Here's hoping this isn't the last of it. I know last time we talked about 4 Constellars and people in the comments were saying that there should be 5 support cards, so maybe we're missing some from both X-Sabers and Constellars. So fingers crossed that we haven't seen the end of these. Maybe we'll get a little extra zhuzh to add to it. But now I want to hear what you all have to say. Did I miss anything? Are there any Saber Speller Trap cards that have inadvertently flown over my head that I wasn't factoring into how powerful Bruno can be? Are there any combos with Souza or the new Gottoms that are unexpectedly sleeper hits. Let me know down below. And which one, of course, is your favorite? I know which. I don't. This guy's my favorite. This is well, not the guy in this commercial thing, but like that's something I got. I know. This guy's my favorite. This is my favorite. Let me know your favorite down below. And until the next time, Konami drops some juicy spoilers. I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye. Today's episode is brought to you by Dragon Shield. Get the sleeves as strong as dragon scales and save 5% on your order by using the coupon code GoldenNova at checkout while helping out the channel. It was also brought to you by my lovely patrons, including this month's illustrious Quasar Commanders, Upstairs Media, and the Critic of Innocence, Nebula Navigators, 3rd Dynasty, Ada Basilisk, Adam Zajdel, Ancient Wizard, Andrew Newman, Battle Axe, Charlie Mercury, Chibi Gohan, Christopher Fuss, Clockswork, Comrade, Eric, Frankie, Garland Chaos, Green Knight, Great Big Pillock, Groog, Hair Bear, Harry the Ominous Benefactor, Iron Zero, Iskander 711, Carp, Marion James E. Picata, Meme King, Millennia Asta, Muse Clark, Neon Yaminair, Orozco 09096, Panther J, Pat Boos, Rebel King Lucifer, Red Eyes Jackalow, RJ the Jank Monarch, Sonic 21 Blast, That One Dumbass, Thievery Coast and the Wizard Moose, Cosmic Crusaders Ally Vatnia, Animasta, Anthorak, A Random Pup, Blade Runner 1034, Blaze Rider, Blitzwolf, Chaz Ghost, Christopher Fuss, again, Chris B, Cool Trainer Dark, Dr. Entity RIP, Eki Bullock, Edwin Perez, Eva Padilla, Herbal D, Inblink, J.A. Flair, Julian Marquez, Kale the Dragon, Lobomaru02, Manga Pages, Mr. Machina, Natiel Lee Alexander, Nicholas Murphy, Not Al Gore, Obsidian, Pombo, Rhyme Kairos, Rogue Wolf, Shizuka Nijimura, Simic Toadstool, Stephen Huntsman, The Legendary Raven, The Queen of Time, The Gene, Tiger X2476, Zaldreka and Zentha, as well as all the wonderful Starlight Explorers you see on screen now. If you'd like to help me in my journey to cover all of Yu-Gi-Oh's archetypes, get my videos early, be a part of these credits and other awesome perks, it would mean the world to me if you would check out the link to my Patreon in the description or consider joining as a YouTube member.